Good evening. Welcome to my garden, Lilac Hill. It is just after 7 o'clock and the sun has just gone down behind the tree line. So I thought I would come out while there's no shadow and show some of the areas I've been working on and ideas I already have for next year. One of the first ideas I have is to make this area vegetables, and it can be fenced, maybe just with rebar and net to keep the deer out. But I think it would be a kind of a good use of space. It's very full sun right here, get sun all day, and I can just picture enough vegetables for the two of us to grow. I know Terry loves squash and of course peas and beans, so that's just an idea. Because I can put the wildflower seeds down below where I have the blackberries growing already. It is a really nice wildflower area down there. And the rudbeckia, gorgeous all spring and summer, just starting to get its fall shades now, a little bit darker. The globe artichoke has been interesting. Love the foliage. And it's starting to bloom now. I got 6 globe artichokes on here. I think that's kind of a interesting plant. So one of the things I've been doing or worked on was I made a path around the glass house by moving plants and cutting plants back. So I want to go and show that area. And we've been cleaning out the little blue building. We want to make it more of a place to pot on seedlings in the spring. And this really large pot here is going to get a obelisk I already have under the deck, and probably maybe a clematis like the summer love that my cousin has. So that's going to be a good combination. So here is the path that goes through now on an angle, and I'm going to go around and then we'll end up coming kind of back this way. Okay. All right. This is the horseshoe, top of the garden, and this area really needs to be pruned, and I need to prune the little shrubs now. The boxwoods are all needing to be tidied up. Cut back more of the spiderwort, the Canthia, shape the shrubs, things like that. But as we come around here, I just want to acknowledge this 9 bark and the amount of growth it put on this year. So it really found its roots in the soil and put on lots of new growth for me. The deer have been nibbling, that's why some of the stems look a little bit bare. The other new thing that's happened is Terry found this bench online. And I really like it. I think it's a good little bench for this corner. I might angle it a little bit more out, just with a bit of maneuvering of some of my bricks. But it's going to be a great place to sit and watch the bees on the echinops and other plants as they move around. It's a little bit of a, sort of a little, I don't know, quiet corner, so to speak. This area's all been landscaped now. This was all the old dirt was removed and landscape paper put down, and then the gravel, because this is officially now a walkway. And I'm planning to prune the sweet box and shape them up. Love their scent in around January. Beautiful fragrance on that plant. So now if we turn here and look down, this is the entrance to the path. And this is all bricks I already have, reclaimed from the soil. Because back in the day, that was the thing to do, is bury everything. Right here, I have reclaimed some soil from the big geranium, and I put that down on the lower hill. And here's where I'm going to put another, probably a black adder hyssop I have. And the Heliopsis too could probably be pruned back a bit, make the path usable. And here's shaggy Shasta, so I want to make sure that that plant doesn't get tromped on too much more than it already was. Gravel going all the way around the building now. I moved my Happy Days helianthinoids out of here, put it down in the new chicken run garden. So lots has been done. The aconite, or monk's hood, is coming into bloom. And down here is a really nice ground covering clematis. So that's really a nice little plant, kind of understated. Oh, and of course soon will be the mauve fall asters. And that is First Love Veronica. If I got that name wrong, I will correct it. And I think that is right, First Love. Okay, so now the path continues right up to the nice young lady smoke bush. Yeah, this plant came through the build okay, a few broken branches, but none the worse for wear, really. And I cut down the other daisy just to kind of get an idea of how much room I'm going to need. And then this daylily called Pardon Me will be moved. It's right in a line of where I could step. And then the phlox is fine being on the path. Geranium roseanne. Zinnias finishing. I really miss my summer bloomers. I don't have my zinnias, the big zinnias this year, or the sunflowers, dahlias. I just didn't have time with all the building that we did with the different projects, but there's always next year to add and improve. The new plants I did put in have taken well. That's Joe Pye weed, Epiatorium, and it is called Little Joe. Some things I already had, Geranium Orion, and I've already mentioned that I brought forward the Moonshine Yarrow from behind the California Lilac. And this is a really nice plant. This is my nice big castor bean. I'll just back up a bit, show this bed. So I'm happy with this. This was my new extended bed, and I think it turned out pretty good. The castor bean is only an annual, but I love the foliage. It's so pretty. It picks up on the berries of the upright St. John's wort, and there's coneflower in there, and then the yellow carries on into the distance with Helenium on the hill, and Verbena bonariensis also over on the hill in the rhododendron area. Peony foliage, I might cut it back a little bit more. I don't cut it all the way to the ground till spring. And then this is a bicolor monk's hood, purple and white, bounce against and play against the one further down after I prune the Culver's root. Then here is another project. Here is my new entrance path or patio made from all reclaimed things I had already on the property. I wanted to do kind of a checkerboard or crazy paving idea. This is not cemented down or anything. This will just be done with sand to get it all level. This is just a mock-up. And then I put one here to indicate that there is a little path behind the California lilac. Not right now, but there can be once I've done some pruning. And this is just going to be a really nice place to sort of have seasonal displays. I've just put the hydrangea there for fun. And I'm just going to have things that maybe some fall mums. There's also a really nice collection of door knockers to go on the door. And you can see I've painted the door blue. That's the ballroom blue. tie the two buildings together, and they look especially nice against the orange of the perennial sunflower. This is probably called Bleeding Hearts. And then my ballroom blue little shed in the background. Actually, the castor bean looks nice with the trim color around the door. Funny how your eye picks up on these things. So I just want to share in here. Got a new latch. So that's just from Canadian Tire. Hold the door closed. I'm going to put another coat of paint on here. And then for fun, I've just been playing around in here. Oh, it smells nice. I hung some of my brackets. I think those are hanging basket brackets, but honestly, they're so long that once I put a hanging basket on, the hanging basket was hanging way too low, and I didn't have a building high enough, so I just thought, you know what? I've never used them. Let's just use these beautiful brackets to dry flowers and herbs on. And then they stay nice and well, dry, and they don't get sort of rain damaged. And I propped the windows open in here tonight just to see what it's like to have a bit of breeze. So then this one was the lavender from my pruning. And this is the Russian sage. That's kind of a quirky thing to do. They both smell really nice. They'll scent the little room really well. And we're almost done. We're about 80%. Terry put up a board there. That'll need to be painted. And the windows are pretty much done. Just need to have their frames painted. So I've been having a lot of fun. There's some more treasures from the side of the road. The little table. I grabbed that in a hurry. And the stool. And then the chair was from a secondhand store here in town. It's got a really nice base. I think this is going to be a nice chair for in here. We're just doing cement slabs for the floor because I don't have enough of the old bricks. So it's just been fun, just enjoying the summer and playing with the different projects and being creative. And that's probably where I'll wrap up for tonight. We'll just go out and have a look at the sun as it sets on the hills of Mowat Bay. And thank you for watching.